ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Back in the friendly confines of the castle here in Kingwood on what may turn out to be a stormy night. It's another one of those, I don't know, storm apocalypse things headed our way. But before that, we get some basketball in. The Lady Knights take the court here in Kingwood. Hi, I'm Steve Blake alongside Terry Cochran, and we're here with the call of this contest as the Lady Knights get set to take on the Bearcats from Grafton and try to turn around what's become a puzzling little skid here. When we last left you with the Lady Knights, they had a 7-game win streak underway, tearing it up, playing great team ball, just doing a fine job. And something happened. The worm kind of turned a little bit. Somehow they got out of sync, Terry, and they've dropped 4 games. Like to get back on the winning track tonight.
Yeah, I think, Steve, that they just need to come out and play more of a team ball game tonight. Try to get back into what they do best. Pass that ball around, get better shots. I think they got a little bit out of sync on those 4 games, and they come up with against some better competition too. So, you know, what comes around goes around. It's nice to be back in the friendly confines of the castle, and we'll see what Brian could do to turn this season around.
Yeah, he's, I think was pleasantly surprised by this young group and their willingness to come out here and play the way he asked them to play and do the things that he was coaching them to do. And it's not always something that's easy to get from youngsters, even when they're juniors and seniors. But this group, even the freshmen, were jumping right in with both feet and just playing tremendously well. And it's not always all up to the coach as far as how they're going to respond to the coaching. You have to see what happens, and I think he was really pleased with the start that they got off to here early on. But as we near the introduction of players here and game time, I'm sure that he is trying to refocus this group, because what they had going on was just such good team play that they really need to get back to that and get back on the winning track because of that. And once they see that, I think it will help straighten out the rest of this season.
Well, the one thing he does have is he has a great freshman class coming up, and they've got out on the floor and have got some playing time. And they're not afraid to get in there and mix it up. And he's going to have to start looking maybe a little bit more down the bench at what those younger players, and maybe mix them in a little bit more than he really wanted to get back on track.
It hasn't always been the case for Coach Miller that he's been able to go very deep on the bench. You know, he's always had the 6th and the 7th, but not 8, 9, and 10 there. And this year, I really think he does have skills like that, setting on the bench, that can come in here and give quality minutes and give them the playing time that will also help to build this team's future.
Yeah, I believe so too, Steve. As we watch the Preston Night cheerleaders, and we're about ready for introduction of players. So we'll go down to the public address announcer.
Grafton Bearcats and the Preston Knights. Would you please stand for the national anthem? Let's meet the starters for the visiting team. At guard, a freshman, number 11, Meredith Mayer. At guard, a sophomore, number 23, Bria Jacobs. At guard, a freshman, number 25, Alyssa Satterfield. At forward, a junior, number 10, Megan Kisner. And at forward, a junior, number 34, Jocelyn Countryman.
And now the lights come down in the castle as we get ready for the time-honored tradition that the girls enjoy so much, as Coach Miller sets up the light show and introduces his team.
At forward,
Terry, there you have it, the starting lineup for both squads. And again, as you see, senior, junior, sophomore, freshman.
Yep.
And makings of a good team here. Good quality play is the thing that Coach Miller strives to get from his team. Tonight, he's going to be tested a little bit in the middle with Mayer for Grafton, because she's talented and big enough to give Preston some trouble under the basket. So the Knights are going to have to hit the boards hard, going to have to rebound aggressively at both ends of the floor. Need to play their tempo. Don't let Grafton set the speed of this game. And if they can do that, and if they have any scoring touch at all to get things started, I think they can get control of this game early and see it through.
Well, Preston matches up fairly well with the size of the Grafton Bearcats. So we'll see what happens. Preston with the tip. And the ball gets stuck right away as Carson Signs.
Well, you got to have one of those every season, you know. I mean, how far back does that go? Only problem with the girls team, you don't have that 6'11" guy that can go out there and jump up and knock that loose. So the officials have to take over.
Little stop and play to begin the game. Grafton will get their first chance at offense.
And you see them running on the perimeter here with virtually nobody in the post yet.
Another. 2 in a row. 2 shots, 2 sticks. Never seen that before.
Yeah, gravity must be a little strange in Kingwood tonight.
I don't know.
It's,
better check the air in those balls.
that might be some kind of a record.
It's got to be.
To do that on back-to-back. I've never seen that back-to-back like that.
No. 2 different shots. Wow. All right, Preston will take over. No score. Grafton in their man-to-man or lady-to-lady defense. Shot from outside. Good. Erica Myers with her first deuce. And the Knights take an early lead.
Nice touch on the ball by Myers there, Terry. And if she's found the range early, that bodes well for Preston's offense.
Good defensive play by Preston. Now run out the other way, Thomas. She holds it up and they'll set the offense. Good job for Michelle as she gets inside. Posts up. No, that was Carson Signs. Ball was partially blocked. And Lady Cats will bring it up the floor. Nice ripple by the Bearcats into the paint. Just didn't go. Thomas drives it down, and a shot from the baseline by Myers is no good. Lady Bearcats have a nice little curl going into the painted area from around the elbow. Preston's going to have to start picking that up because that's twice they've been wide open, just didn't make a shot.
Yeah, they got just a little bit of a communications problem there about who's curling in there and when that ball's supposed to enter. If they get that straightened out, Preston could have their hands full.
Turnover to the Knights. Back come the Cats. Shot from just inside the arc. Doesn't hit anything. Little short. Back come the Lady Knights. The 5:23 mark here in the first period.
Both of these teams struggling on the offensive end a little bit right now, and not rebounding offensively very well on either end of the floor. It's been one and done these last few trips here.
Satterfield from a shot from outside the arc, hits the back of the iron. Thomas almost throws the ball away, but it's picked back up by Manco. Now Garlitz will drive to the baseline. They find Michelle on the layup. Good! Michelle Thomas, nice turnaround move inside on the blocks. Scores the second basket for the Knights. Get down low, the shot doesn't go. Back come the Knights on fast break, up on the glass. Oh, just in and out.
That was a great stop by Myers that time to key that on the defensive end, and now she's back here battling under the boards once again.
Good rebound by Michelle Thomas. She's going to take it up with the left hand, coast to coast. Gets it tipped out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll stay Knights' possession. Trying to get it into Myers, they do. And she travels. They got the ball into Erica, but she got her feet crossed up a little bit. They call a travel on her, and she turns it over back to the Bearcats. Lady Cats bring in Brooklyn Teeple into the ball game. Teeple has it out front. Get it down low on the glass, no good. Rebound Thomas for the Knights. She found Carson Signs down low. Carson turned around and got it up on the boards and gets fouled, and she'll go to the charity stripe at the 3:14 mark. A personal foul goes against Satterfield, her first personal.
Great recognition by Thomas to get that ball down court quickly.
Signs good with both free throws. Makes it a 6-0 game in favor of the Knights. Teeple misses a shot. And it bounces out to the Knights. So we see Izzy Stahl in the game now, along with number 21, Kinley Manco for the Knights. Manco's out on the baseline, takes a shot. Oh, in and out.
Good shot, Kinley.
Rebound, Lady Cats. They push it up the floor hard. Drive it in, get a shot up on the glass. She's fouled and will go to the line. Good job that time by number 23, Bria Jacobs. Take it coast to coast and get a shot up. That foul will go against Isabella Stahl, her first personal. Jacobs finally gets the Lady Cats on the board with their first point, Steve.
Yeah, and that comes just at the 2:42 mark of the first period, so it's been a long dry spell here for Grafton, and they're anxious to add to that total.
Signs misses from down on the blocks. Rebound, Lady Cats. They push it up the floor. They get it to their #1 player. She misses a shot. But a wide open attempt underneath by number 30, Bailey Toothman.
And then the presence of mind to stick with it there and get the second chance opportunity, which was where she drew the contact and got to the line.
Manco tagged with that personal foul. Kinley Manco. One for two at the stripe. More substitutions by Coach Brian Miller, bringing a couple more freshmen in the game. Natalie Annan now in the game for the Knights. And a turnover to the Cats. Drives it in with the left hand on the glass, no good. A bank shot. Just inside the 2, just inside the 3, and that was Tori Jackson.
Back to a one-possession contest here as Jackson scores that one.
Regular.
And we get a foul on the floor.
I think they might have just called
a
it
kick ball.
Kick ball. Knights will take it out under their own basket. Shot from the baseline, in and out. Jacobs, another good drive to the basket, puts her back to the foul line. That's the second on Isabella Stahl, so she'll probably come out.
Stahl is very active no matter what when she's in the contest. You can count on her being around the ball, whether it's offense or defense. But this tactic now of getting contact and playing a little more aggressively on offense, getting to the line, that has allowed Grafton to climb back in here. As they were struggling to score the ball at all early, but now we're all tied up.
All the way to the hole, Bria drives it in. Bria Spar just doesn't get it to fall. Grafton back the other way, and they drop it in. Nice job by number 34, Jocelyn Countryman. And Grafton takes their first lead at 8-6, with time running out here in the period. Spar looks for Garlitz. Garlitz hacked a little bit, no foul called. Time running down, and now a steal by Grafton.
And they've got 15 seconds to work this.
They'll take it from 3 and buries it. Right at the last second. Tori Jackson. A long 3 attempt by the Knights right at the buzzer, and Grafton will take an early lead on our Knights by a score 11-6.
Terry, Preston got a little confused at the end of the quarter there. Coach Miller's going to work hard during the break here between quarters to kind of straighten that out as he does. We'll take a break right here for these messages from the fine folks that bring you Preston Knight varsity basketball on Hometown TV. And we'll be back right after this.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tire ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
Happy New Year! Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Celebrate the new year with us by saving big on our double-sided made in West Virginia mattress sets.
Yesterday's quality meets today's technology. A mattress you can flip. It'll last you year after year. Come experience the Delano's difference.
The Delano's difference. The Delano's difference.
We also have adjustable beds.
You like your downtime, right? Smokin' Jack's has 2 locations for fun and great food. Check out Smokin' Jack's in the former Schmidt Saloon, just off the I-68 Pierpont exit. First-class smokehouse food. You like wings? Well, try one of Smokin' Jack's trademark sauces, or try all of them. And burgers to die for. Smokin' Jack's is all about having fun and a great atmosphere with live music and friendly folks. Smokin' Jack's in Morgantown and Reedsville. Come and see us today.
As we return to the castle here for the start of second period action, Terry, the Knights controlled the tempo for much of that first period. Neither team really offensively getting much going early on, but Preston got out to a lead there, crawled out to a 6-0 lead, and then Grafton got right back in it, and they did it by becoming aggressive, getting contact, and when they weren't making baskets from the floor, they were making free throws.
That's right. Right off the bench, Torrey Jackson scores 5 with a big 3 right at the end of that quarter. Oh, beautiful move by their leader, Meredith Mayer. Now the Knights getting just a little bit sloppy with their passes.
Yeah, they can ill afford unforced turnovers like that.
Big block by Myers. Back the other way comes the Knights. They try to push it down the floor. Nothing there. Tori Garlitz will take one from deep. No good. Little strong. And as Meredith Myers brought the ball up the sidelines, she's fouled. A little reach by Carson Sines, her first personal. Team foul number 5 for the Knights. Knights back into a man-to-man. Mayer drives it in. Oh, just rims it out. Nice looking shot from Mayer. And Thomas takes it to the hole. Good. Michelle Thomas with a dribble drive of her own all the way to the hoop.
Thomas got a little quiet at the end of that first period, Terry, and that's not her style.
Mayer with her first 2. Nice job that time on the baseline. As Carson Signs took her man to the hole, laid it up on the glass and scores it.
Knights break into double figures here. More importantly, they make it a one-possession game. If they can get a stop here, they can come back and try to get even.
Thomas with a rebound. She streaks down the floor. One of the fastest players on the Knights team. And they're going to get her for a travel. That was close. She almost held that pivot foot before she tried to get it out of her hands.
Just a little bit of confusion, and that was all it took to short circuit the Knights' offensive drive that time.
(13-10) Grafton. Another block underneath. Myers holding her own down deep for the Knights. Thomas back to the hole. Little shimmy and shine. That got Satterfield with her second personal. Looking for Myers underneath, doesn't quite handle it. But a good job by Hannah Kramer to pick up the garbage, get it back up on the glass. So Hannah will go to the line as he get Mayer with her first personal.
And then Preston struggling at the line here.
Kramer normally a pretty good free throw shooter. He has that patented put the ball on the floor and then comes right up and puts it in. Makes one of two. Cuts that lead to 13-11. Now a steal by the Knights. Here comes Thomas. Streaking down the floor. She's going to go coast to coast. Good! Michelle Thomas.
You knew where Thomas was headed as soon as she picked that one.
Shot from deep, no good. Myers with the rebound. They get it down to Thomas. Thomas over to Kramer. Up on the glass.
Good look for the Knights, but again, one and done. And you heard Coach Miller in the background imploring his team that they have to rebound better.
Get a timeout by Grafton.
Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half of action. This game rolling by pretty quick, Terry, and it's not a real high scoring affair, but it is a battle up and down the floor here between two teams that are very determined this evening.
Good ball game, tied.
Well, Preston, even though they've been unable to get things untracked offensively, they've done the one thing that they have to do. They don't want to let Grafton create any space in that score. They've got to stay within striking distance. I think that's one of the things that is very, very important for them tonight in order to try and pick up a win. They can't let themselves get down by double digits.
I like this offense that the Lady Cats from Grafton are running. A lot of drive penetration, a lot of curls. Seems like everybody's making a move to the hole. They get it down to Mayer on the baseline. Nice turnaround shot, good. Meredith Mayer, her second deuce of the game. We don't want her to get untracked because she knows what to do with the ball in her hands. Get it to Thomas with Mayer on her. Get it into Meyer. She's going to take it to the hole. No good. Gets her own rebound and fights for it. I thought she came down cleanly with the rebound. They're going to call Thomas with the push.
I agree, Terry.
Gives the ball
couldn't
back
see
to Grafton.
exactly what happened down there, but Thomas may have got caught with a little retaliation.
Nice drive to the hole, good. She has been giving them trouble, Bria Jacobs. She is not afraid to take it down the paint. And there's no weak side help to stop that. Once she beats her man, no one's covering up. And that dribble drive is taking her right to the hole.
She gets the score and the and one as well. And that means that Grafton creeps out to an 18-13 lead.
Knight's got away with one right there. Erica was about to lose the handle on the ball, but she gets fouled. She'll go to the line.
Well, Coach Miller was about to pull the pin on a timeout there, just as the whistle blew.
Now they fight down on the baseline, a tie-up, possession error to the Knights. That comes at 2:36 remaining here in the second period. Knights down 18-14. Chesney Manco with the ball out front. They get the ball down deep. Have to kick it back out to Garlitz. Garlitz into Myers. Shot from the baseline is no good. Partially blocked. Back come the Cats. Nice block once again, down low by Carson Sines. She's going to take it the other way, kicks it over to Garlitz. Now a shot from Erica Myers, drills it. Closes the gap to 2 with 1:43. Rebound by Grafton, but they throw it away. Across the midcourt stripe, backcourt call. Knights will take possession and on the far sideline. With 1:28 to go here in the second period. Knights stay with the man-to-man. They're clad in blue tonight. Knights in their home whites. Myers finds Bree down on the baseline. Bree Spar, she's fouled. If she goes to the line, She had her man beat, and wasn't much that Teeple could do but grab her.
She's able to make it a one-point contest with another free throw coming. And we're all tied up again.
Job by Bree Spar. She brings a little spark into the game. Now the Knights in a 1-3-1. Now it looks like they're back to a 2-3. Maybe a matchup 2-3. Driving in to the paint, as she has been the whole game, is Bria Jacobs. She'll go back to the line. Somebody's got to step in front of her, because she will not hesitate to drill into the painted area. Pretty good free throw shooter too, Steve.
Yeah, she has been a big part of Grafton's ability here right now to stay even or stay out in front of this and stay competitive in the game.
One-point Grafton lead. Time running out here in the period. Turnover by the Knights. Time running out. Here comes Mayer. She'll hold it for the last shot. Kicks it back out front. Back to Mayer. She's going to take a shot down on the baseline. Good. Just inside the three-point line.
Inside 10 as the Knights go over half court.
Garlitz drives it all the way in. Gets it up on the glass, will go to the line. That call goes against Jacobs, her first. It's Tori Garlitz's first points of the ball game. Comes from the charity stripe with 4.4 seconds in the half. She can close it to one, misses the second. Up on the glass, misses the putback. That was Kramer, and time will run out here in the half.
Yeah, the Knights managed to creep a little bit closer there, courtesy of the made free throw. A 21-19 one basket differential here as these teams head off to the locker room, and we take a quick break for our sponsors. And when we come back, we'll have some numbers and some halftime action out on the court that we'll talk about when we return here on Hometown TV after this.
ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank too with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery. From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving. You like your downtime, right? Smokin' Jack's has 2 locations for fun and great food. Check out Smokin' Jack's in the former Schmidt Saloon, just off the I-68 Pierpont exit. First-class smokehouse food. You like wings? Well, try one of Smokin' Jack's trademark sauces, or try all of them. And burgers to die for. Smokin' Jack's is all about having fun and a great atmosphere with live music and friendly folks. Smokin' Jack's in Morgantown and Reedsville. Come and see us today.
Spirited play underway at halftime as the Knights welcome Preston County Special Olympics, the basketball team and athletes to the floor. And they have a 5-minute window of opportunity here where they get to play some basketball in the castle, and a very spirited contest underway as the crowd cheers them on. Members of the team, Keelan Noonan, Troy McNeil, Luke Dixon, Brian Cupp, Kayla Shahan, Tyler Cupp, Brandon Wilt, Justin McGowan, and Chelsea Lansbury. And they are enjoying themselves here on the hard court in the castle, having a good time playing some basketball here on a winter evening. And the Knights and Knight fans welcome them in here and are enjoying the contest as well. As that goes on in the background, Terry Cochran has some numbers here. I think he can tell us a little bit about the first half of play here and who did what.
Well, Grafton was pretty well balanced out. They scored 11 points in this in the first period and came right back in the second period with 10. Their leading scorer is Bria Jacobs, who did most of the duty driving to the hole and going to the foul line, where she did most of her damage. But also Meredith Mayer came back out in that second quarter. They held her scoreless in the first period, Steve, but she comes back with 6 points in that second period. So
and she's not afraid to shoot the ball from anywhere.
No, that's true. She does a real nice job. The Knights in the first period only scored 6 points. They got off to a slow start, but then here in the second period, they came back with 13 to tighten it up a little bit to make it 19 for the Knights. So pretty balanced scoring all the way down the board for the Knights.
Well, again, crucial that they play at their tempo, and that hasn't always been the case as they've let Grafton control the tempo of this game somewhat, and when the Bearcats have done that, they've been very successful. On the other hand, Preston has kept this game close, and I think that's been the problem with these 4 defeats that they've suffered recently. When they get down, especially a double-digit deficit, they just struggle to get back, and you saw a little bit of it when Grafton began to build even a 4 or 5 point advantage. The Knights became more tentative on offense, and they were just kind of standing looking at one another. That they cannot do. This is a team that has to have motion in the offense all the time. got to be attacking the basket, and they've got to be attacking the board and clearing rebounds. So I'm sure that's going to be the focus here in the second half, to be more aggressive offensively and to clear some rebounds for Coach Miller, as he's been begging them to do throughout the first half.
Erica Myers has done a nice job for the Knights tonight underneath the basket. She's blocked at least 3 or 4 shots and come down with a lot of rebounds for the Knights tonight. On offense, they need to get Tori Garlett's going a little bit more. She's only scored 1 point so far in this game, and I know she's got a lot more in her than that. Michelle Thomas with 6. She's the spark plug. She's up and down that floor all the time, and she gets a lot of her points on runouts the other way because she's so quick. We got to see what she can do.
Thomas will continue to play strong and aggressive here, and the Knights just need to pick it up and follow her lead and make something happen good here in the second half. Play winding down here shortly out on the court as special teams players again enjoying an opportunity here in the castle this evening before the big storm rolls in.
Yep.
So as we watch them wrapping up, we will take a break here and be back right after these messages with the start of second half action from the castle in Kingwood. The Preston Knights and the Lady Bearcats from Grafton, and we'll be back with more action next.
ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today.
The Transitional Care Program at Preston Memorial Hospital is an alternative for acute patients who need a little extra help before returning home. Services include physical, occupational, and speech therapy, patient and family education, personal care assistance, individualized care plans with daily activities, and 24-hour nursing care. Our team works to ensure a smooth return to independent living. For more information on the Transitional Care Program at Preston Memorial Hospital, visit us online or call 304-791-3733.
We return to Kingwood, and the Lady Knights warming up here, getting set for second half action as they're in a quite a tussle here with the Bearcats as we come to the sideline here. And Coach Brian Miller, I think you've seen enough of losing here lately. I don't know what happened. We left you with a 7-game win streak. We come back. Somebody said, no, they've lost here a little bit. Trying to get untracked here against a tough, scrappy Grafton squad.
Yeah, we just right now it's mental. We're trying too hard mentally. It's causing us to make mistakes. We tell them be quick but not in a hurry, and they're trying so hard to do the right thing and get it quickly and everything like that we're rushing ourselves into mistakes, and that's hurt us a lot in transition tonight. We could have had a lot of transition points, but we're trying to move before we catch it. We're trying to shoot it before our shoulders are square. We're just trying too hard, and we're not quick. We're not being quick. And not in a hurry. We're being in a hurry. We need to just be quick, and we got to keep them off the foul line. The
Bearcats started out slow and worked themselves back into this game by getting contact and getting to the line, and they've done well there.
Yeah, well, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going at them, try to slow things down mentally a little bit, and come out here with a win. We're going to keep attacking and see what we can get.
Coach, thanks for stopping by. Brian Miller working hard here, trying to coach his Lady Knights up a little bit, and you heard it there. As he said, they're trying not to make mistakes, and sometimes they try too hard, and that leads to more mistakes.
Yep.
So they've got to become less tentative, though. Got to become a little more sure of themselves, and they've got to, I think, follow the lead of players like Tori Garlitz, even though she's struggled to score here in the first half of play. There's no quit. And that's got to be the watchword for this team. They can't quit. They've got to persevere here if they want to overcome a solid effort by Grafton tonight.
We're ready to start second half action. Knights have backed it down to a 2-3 as the Bearcats will take the ball here in the second half. Bearcats looks like they're going to start Allison Satterfield. Pretty much the starters that they had out there begin with. Bria Jacobs, Mayers out there as they work it around the perimeter. Knights backing it in, so they're going to make them shoot from the outside.
Good job defensively that time. Preston forcing Grafton to take that ball in a little too deep on the baseline there and got behind the basket. And the Bearcats finding it a little tougher to shoot on that end of the floor from the line.
Kisner to the line. Drops her second. Somehow, I'm not sure what is going on here. Grafton took the ball out. They gave the ball to Grafton. It should have been Preston's ball. They almost got away with it.
Well, you know, Coach Miller's tried a couple of tricks as the season is going on and gotten away with them on occasion. So he's going to laugh about that one.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what was going on. All of a sudden, they score the basket and then they give them the ball out of bounds. Thought we had a technical foul there somewhere.
You got to walk up there with confidence like you're supposed to get the ball, and maybe the official will give it to you.
Okay, the Knights out front. The Bearcats in a matchup zone here. Bree takes it in. She's tied up. And they kick it back to Garlitz. They tried to get it into Carson Signs, and personal foul goes against Kisner. That's her first personal. They get it into Signs. Signs up on the glass, misses the layup. And a scramble down on the sideline. Good job by Carson Signs or Erica Myers to get down on the floor and tie it up. Possession arrow to the Knights. They kick it out to Spar out front. She handles the point duties now for the Knights. Bree will take a shot from three. Oh, just a little short. It was on line.
Yeah.
Just not long enough.
Not quite there.
Had a good look at the basket from right outside the top of the arc. Down to Mare. She with a turnaround shot on the baseline, no good.
Put it up a little soft, like maybe she wasn't quite aware of where she was at.
Aggressive move by Jacobs, picks up her second personal foul. She tried to make the steal and was a little late getting there. Knights having a hard time figuring out this 1-2-2 matchup. Now a shot from deep, no good by Signs. Back comes the Bearcats, leading 22-19. Good job down on the baseline. Myers with another block. That's her third or fourth block of the game. Had a nice cut down on the baseline, got the ball to her, but Myers would not let her get the ball up on the glass.
It's really
Mayer from the baseline misses a shot, gets her own rebound, and Bearcats get another attempt. Myers tries to get the rebound. Right now it's all Bearcats. They're coming down with all the loose balls. Everything's flowing their way.
But again, Myers good defensively there. Changed the angle of that shot.
Now Garlett's from the outside, short, or a little bit. It was on target, but hit the back of the iron and came out.
And the Grafton Bearcats are going to let Preston stand out there and shoot that until they prove they can make a couple. They'll let them have that shot all day, Terry, because Preston has gotten no points out there.
Good box out. That time by the Knights. They get Mayer over the back. And that was Tori Garlett's. Good defensive rebound. And she'll bring the ball up court.
But we're at the 4:30 mark here in the third period, Terry, and the Knights have yet to score in this quarter. That they cannot afford to just lay back and wait for the Bearcats to do what they just did right there. Drive that ball to the rim and lay it up and in.
And that's Jacobs. That's her forte. Not afraid to take it to the rack. Turnaround shot by Carson Signs, short. Knights have yet to score in this period. Not what Brian Miller was looking for. Myers with the rebound. Garlitz will take another three from outside, no good. Bria Spar with the rebound. Now she's going to take a three of her own and nails it. Nothing but net. That'll give the Knights a little bump.
Well, it gets it back to a one possession, 24-22 score. And we get a full timeout here now, because I'll guarantee you one thing that is going to happen is Grafton is now going to look at the shooters outside. It's only going to take one or two made baskets from any distance at all, and they're going to change their defense up a little bit. They're not going to just allow Preston to stand out there if the Knights can score. But that's the first made basket from any range, and the Lady Knights have got to show that they can repeat that effort.
Well, we know Bria Spar can hit the three, and we also know that on most given nights, Tori Garlitz can drill the threes. Right now, I think they need to look more towards Michelle Thomas down low. She has the quickness to beat Grafton underneath.
Yeah, they need to clear out on one side or the other and give her a lane to drive to the basket and let her just get in there and make something happen. And if she can do that, one thing that it will cause is it'll cause some havoc, because the Bearcats will start getting people in foul trouble in positions that they can ill afford to.
Of course, Brian Miller, with Michelle having two fouls, has held her out of this third period, and that's maybe a little bit why the scoring's down. Trying to save her for that final period. Rebound and a fight for the ball. Izzy on the floor.
Stahl wastes no time. She's going to have a hand on the ball one way or another. No matter what.
Tied up by Tori Jackson. Ball goes over to the Knights. And as you said, Steve, with that made three, now they're out into the man-to-man. Oh, shot out by Myers, no good, but rebound. Stahl just did not get it to go. And another rebound by Kramer will put Kramer to the line.
But you saw a difference there immediately in that the Knights got 3 opportunities because they created the opportunities for themselves.
Kramer drops her second of 2.
Now it's a 1-point contest, and the Knights putting a little bit of pressure on the Bearcats here as they take a long shot that's missed.
Spar tried to get it all the way to the rack, and at the last second she saw Stahl down on the baseline, kind of crossed her up a little bit, lost the handle. I think she should have just kept her eyes on the basket and put it on up. Back comes Spars. She holds it up and they set it up. Now Garlitz will take a 3. Just a little bit short off the front of the iron. Back to Sparks. She goes all the way to the hole. No good. Misses the rebound. Gets slapped in the face. No call. Garlitz comes out of there with the ball and will bring it up court.
Preston has picked up the intensity on the defensive end of the floor, and the tempo is getting quicker on the offensive end.
Nice job getting it into Kramer. Kramer with a turnaround hook. Good. Hannah Kramer.
And the Knights climb back on top, 25-24 for the first time since early in the second period.
Good job that time by Hannah Kramer in the paint. Now she gets a steal, and now we get a run out the other way. Here comes Izzy Stahl. Up on the glass, good. All set up by Hannah Kramer.
And that's going to cause the Bearcats to take another timeout. With the made basket there, Preston goes up 27-24. And just that quick, you saw, and correctly so, how Grafton shifted their defensive posture, Terry. As soon as the Knights made one from any range at all, that 3 went up and dropped in, and they took a timeout and said, okay, tighten up on the shooters. Preston responded to that well. They made a good adjustment in the offense. They got the motion going once again. They picked up the tempo. They started rotating the ball around, getting it into the hands of open players. And on defense, they just tightened up again. And they've created turnovers that have led to points here that have got them back on top.
And Coach Miller in the huddle telling them they played harder that quarter than Grafton, and they did. They hustled better, they passed the ball better, made better decisions on their shots. That got them back in this ball game. Now they're leading 27-24.
Yeah, they need to finish this third quarter strong, and then they need to own the fourth period. Clock on the big board has 46.8 seconds left. Knights need to defend this 3-point advantage, get a stop. See if they can come down and close out strong here at the end of this third period.
Chesney Manco into the ball game now for the Knights. Almost another steal. Get it down to Mayer on the baseline. She misses a shot but gets her own rebound.
Well, the Knights denied her anything very low in the post there.
All wide open down low on the blocks. Good recognition to find Bria Jacobs open. She cuts it to one with time running out. To get it into Erica, she comes around with a shot right at the buzzer and it doesn't go. Knights will take a 27-26 lead into the final period.
Doesn't get any closer than this, doesn't get any more entertaining than this, folks. Grab your snacks and your beverages and get back in your seats for the final quarter of this one. We'll be back in the castle right after this.
Recent studies have shown that people who complete a cardiac rehabilitation program can increase their life expectancy by up to 5 years. Preston Memorial Hospital's cardiac rehab team helps you begin and maintain a treatment plan that works for you. They offer education and support to make healthy lifestyle changes that fit your needs. We're here to help you live longer and enjoy life. Most insurance plans are accepted. Please contact your doctor or a cardiac rehab center at 304-329-3429.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Brown's Mill Grocery. Brown's Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Brown's Mill Grocery.
Happy New Year! Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. Celebrate the new year with us by saving big on our double-sided made in West Virginia mattress sets.
Yesterday's quality meets today's technology. A mattress you can flip. It'll last you year after year. Come experience the Delano's difference.
The Delano's difference. The Delano's difference.
We also have adjustable beds.
You like your downtime, right? Smokin' Jack's has 2 locations for fun and great food. Check out Smokin' Jack's in the former Schmidt Saloon, just off the I-68 Pierpont exit. First-class smokehouse food. You like wings? Well, try one of Smokin' Jack's trademark sauces, or try all of them. And burgers to die for. Smokin' Jack's is all about having fun and a great atmosphere with live music and friendly folks. Smokin' Jack's in Morgantown and Reedsville. Come and see us today.
Fourth quarter action set to get underway here. And in Kingwood, it's an entertaining and exciting game in the castle tonight, Terry.
That's right. We did a good job that time, Steve. We score 8 in that third period and hold Grafton to only 5 points. So good job defensively for the Knights. A lot more energy out of the players that are on the floor. And they take a 1-point lead into this final period. So we'll see how this outcome and the end of this game works its way out. Back come the Knights, and they lose the handle. Mayer with the ball for Grafton. Nice block once again by Myers. She stuffs her opponent. Tori Garlitz gets it down low. They fight for the ball. Now they get it into Kramer. Kramer puts it up with the left hand on the glass. No good. Tipped out of there by Myers. Possession Grafton. Garlitz did a nice job to go to her left hand, but was just a little too strong on that shot.
Well, and again, the last time down, The Knights' aggressive defense did a good job keeping Mayer away from the basket, not giving her anything close in.
Another block by Myers. Out of there comes the Knights. They get it to Izzy Stahl. Stahl to Manco, and they set back up with Garlitz. Now Manco's going to take a shot from deep. Just off the mark. The threes have not really fell for the Knights tonight. Only Brianna Spar was able to get one to drop through the iron. Meyer did a nice job getting the ball up on the hoop. A big rebound in there by number 30, Bailey Toothman, and she gets fouled and will go to the line with a chance to tie this game.
And they get Toothman in there because, like Meyer, she's got some height and some size, and that gives them two bigger bodies in there to match up against Preston. Try to create scoring opportunities down in the post.
So Grafton takes a 1-point lead at the 6:22 mark, 28-27, and they get Michelle Thomas back in the ball game. That's good for the Knights. Shot by Signs doesn't go. Grafton on the rebound. Only Knights not getting any second chances. Myers dribbles it off the side of her foot out of bounds. Turnover, Grafton. Knights shooting just a little bit too quick. They're not allowing their players to set up underneath for the rebound. There was nobody under there when Signs took that last shot. Now they're looking for Thomas underneath. Throw the ball away, trying to get it into her. Izzy forced that pass a little bit. Grafton moving the ball well around the perimeter. Little floater up on the glass, no good, but Thomas out of there with the rebound. Michelle to Manco. They kick it back to Michelle underneath the basket. She misses a shot. Stahl with it, no good. Signs with it again, up on the glass, no good. A fight for the ball.
And Stahl saved it.
Now they get it out to Garlitz. Garlitz going to take a three. No! Down, in, and out. How that did not go through the hoop.
It's been a hard luck offense here for Coach Miller's Charges tonight, Terry. 4:58 on the big board. 28-27 to Grafton and the ball. And Preston, they're looking at each other going down the court going, what do we have to do?
That ball was deep in the cylinder and somehow rattled right back out of there. That would have been a big three for the Knights. Big rebound underneath. Good job by Mayer. And that stretches the lead, 30-27 in favor of Grafton. Down to Thomas. Thomas. And they'll call a foul, I believe, on number 30 for a push. That's Bailey Toothman. They'll call that on the floor, so no one will go to the charity stripe. 15 foul on Grafton, so the Knights will be in the 1-and-1 on the next personal foul. They get it into Thomas. She goes up, lays it on the glass. Good move by Michelle Thomas to work her way into the paint. (30-29). First 2 points of the period comes at the 3:54 mark. Now a turnover by Grafton. So the Knights have a chance to get back in front here with time running out in the period. It's a big possession for the Knights as they come up the floor. Tori Garlitz has control. Gets it to Spar. Spar's going to take it all the way in. Gets to Thomas down on the baseline. She misses the shot. But a good job by Michelle Thomas to follow her shot and cause a turnover by Grafton. So the Knights will have it to inbounds. Garlitz. As the Knights work it around, they tried to get it to Thomas. Bad pass by Garlitz that time. Thomas wasn't ready for that. And a turnover. Grafton taking their time with a 1-point lead. Big three from outside, no good. Big rebound, Garlitz. Made up for that turnover. She's going to take it in. Now they get it into Thomas, and she's fouled, but she makes a quick first step. Mayer has really nothing else she can do but foul Thomas. That's her third. Meredith Mayer.
And we're going to get a 30-second timeout as the Bearcats want to talk things over now.
Well,
16 fouls for Grafton to just 2 for Preston. They've done an admirable job of playing very aggressively on the defensive end of the floor here without fouling much.
I was thinking that would be 1-on-1, but they haven't gave it to them yet. Knights are in the bonus. Knights win bounce under their own basket.
They need a good entry pass here, and they need to value this possession because they can get the lead back right here.
Shot by Carson Sines, wide of the basket.
Yeah, Preston may have been a little bit too quick going up with that ball.
Time running out. They got to play defense now. They can't afford to let Grafton get one big shot in. Another big block underneath by Myers, and a timeout called by Grafton.
Great job denying the close shot there. She is controlling the lane, controlling the area around the basket. And the drives that she hasn't stopped, she's altered shots on several occasions here tonight. Coach Brian Miller asking the officials about something down there, and a long conversation ensued.
He thought maybe there could have been a travel on that block. Erica held that ball, or Myers blocked that ball in midair, and the girl came down with it and stepped past that. I thought maybe there would be a travel call, but it didn't come.
All right, Preston will break the huddle here with about 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in this contest. So plenty of time, down by 1.
Both teams struggling here in the fourth period. The Knights have only scored 2 points in this period, and Grafton is only 2 points better at 4.
Then check that, I'm wrong. 2:28 remaining in the fourth period here.
Jacobs with it out front. She's looking to drive the ball.
And I'm sure that the Lady Bearcats were counseled, hey, you don't have to be in a hurry here.
But then they turn it over.
But then they make an unforced error.
Mayer took it right back to Jacobs, and she just wasn't ready for the ball. Slipped right through her hands. Big opportunity. Signs drives it into the hole. No good. Myers comes down with the rebound. Get the ball over to Signs. Signs looks for Myers, and now a foul. And that's going to put Myers to the line with a 1-and-1 situation. Countryman gets that personal foul.
We always talk about how free throws can win games for you. Well, just under 2 minutes to go in this one. And every point, no matter how it's made, is going to be a big one for the Lady Knights. But these free throws are imperative.
Misses the second. Michelle Thomas with a big rebound. She gets it back to Myers. Myers up on the glass, no good. And Grafton out of there with the rebound. And Jacobs with it out front. All wide open out on the baseline. Misses the layup. Back comes Spar. Spar streaking the other way. Tried to get it to Garlett's between her legs, out of bounds to the Knights. Just couldn't handle the pass. She
Both
drove
of these
it in.
teams are struggling in that regard, Terry.
Bree had her a little bit earlier, but didn't get the ball to her quick enough. And then it caught her off guard when she finally did get the pass to her. So a tie ball game, just about a minute left. A lot of pressure by the Knights. They drive it in. A floater by Grafton, no good. Rebound Mayer. And they're going to call a personal foul on Myers. Mayer and Myers tangled up for the rebound. I thought it was probably should have been a tie-up instead of a personal foul. Both of them had their hands on the ball. If they called it, and Mayer misses the front of the 1-and-1 of the 2-shot foul. So with 48 seconds left, Mayer can put Grafton up by 1. But misses it. Out of there comes Spar. Spar is going to streak down, and a timeout called by Coach Miller with 44 seconds remaining.
Yeah, he saw the Knights doing something right there, going a little too quick with the ball, and stepped up and called that timeout from the sideline in order to stop what was about to happen there, which probably wouldn't have been too good for Preston.
He almost was ready to throw the ball away. He got that timeout in just in the nick of time. And now he'll set up for the last play of the ball game.
Well, perhaps. But with 44 seconds remaining, you know, for one thing, he's got a bunch of hard chargers out here on this team right now. And to try and get them to hold this ball for 44 seconds, particularly with the way they've been passing it around and missing some passes, it's going to be hard to keep them from passing up scoring opportunities that they see or think they see on the floor.
I look for him to get the ball into the hands of Michelle Thomas and let her drive the ball. Hopefully she gets fouled or makes the shot. We'll see what they set up. Knights out of the huddle, back out onto the floor. Tori Garlitz will inbounds from underneath her own basket. set up the play. They try to get it into Myers. Nothing there. Out to Bree. Bree, now they get it into Michelle Thomas's hands. 35 seconds left. Back out to Garlitz. Garlitz will set up the play. They're going to run the clock down. They get it to Signs. Signs was trapped down on the baseline, and another timeout called by Brian Miller with 16 seconds.
Yeah, 16.8 on the clock, and he's going to take that timeout and use it to try and get them into a better position to make an entry pass here and get this ball in scoring position. Now, they did what he wanted them to do. They took that clock from 44 all the way down to 16. Couple of times making maybe questionable decisions, but they worked out. Now he needs one good play, total effort from all 5 players on the floor, and maybe a little bit of a lucky bounce on the rim, the way it's been going tonight for Preston shooting the ball.
They're going to try to deny the ball on the inbounds and get a steal. Other than that, they're going to possibly look at getting a foul call. Try to get it into Michelle Thomas. It gets away from her. Last touch by the Knights and a turnover with 15 seconds to go. That's going to give Grafton plenty of time to get the ball into Mayer's hands. And you know that's where they're going to go with it.
Yep, they'll try to work it down here for a good look at the last shot.
And now Grafton takes a timeout.
Well played as they run the clock down to about 10.5 seconds here. And now they'll set their inbound play up. And the Knights will come out here and need to put some pressure on this, because now they flipped it to the defensive side, and all Brian Miller is worried about is keeping this score at 30 and having an OT.
The one thing he doesn't want to see is a foul. Got to keep him, deny him the basket on the inbounds, but do not foul. And I look for Grafton to find Mayer down on the baseline and let her do her little shake and shimmy.
Yeah, do what she does best. And on Preston's part, they have done a good job denying her many opportunities in close here tonight. So there will be a focus on that, no doubt.
All right, to get it into Jacobs. Jacobs definitely looking for Mayer. Nothing there.
Inside 5.
Shot up on the glass, in and out, and we're going to overtime. Jacobs got a look at the basket, just did not drop the shot. And we're going to go to overtime here in the Castle.
Right after these messages on Hometown TV. Told you it was going to be a good one. We'll be right back.
Preston Memorial Hospital offers 4 locations in Preston County to complete your laboratory tests. Our friendly, qualified staff is happy to serve you in Kingwood, Reedsville, Fellowsville, and now our newest location in Brewston Mills at the Brewston Mills Medical Center, where no appointment is necessary as walk-ins are welcome on Mondays from 7 to 5, Tuesdays through Thursday from 7 to 3:30, and 7 to 11 on Fridays. For directions or questions, give us a call at 304-379-1103.
Brown's Mill Grocery invites you to stop by for anything you might need. If you're looking for a quick bite, Brown's Mill has buffet-style pizza, fresh subs, and cold drinks. Fill up your tank and your car's tank, too, with quality gasoline. Snacks, cold drinks, gasoline, anything you might need, you'll find at Browns Mill Grocery. Browns Mill Grocery at the corner of the Dogtown Road and Route 92. We look forward to seeing you soon at Browns Mill Grocery.
Become part of the family at Preston Family Pharmacy. It's not just their name, it's their philosophy. They treat you like family.
Whether you've just left the hospital or a routine checkup, make Preston Family Pharmacy your neighborhood pharmacy your next stop. The friendly professional staff at Preston Family Pharmacy will make sure that you get the time and attention you deserve for all your pharmacy needs. Preston Family Pharmacy is currently accepting all patients.
Preston Family Pharmacy, Route 7 across from Walmart, Kingwood. They'll take care of you like family.
ATI Industries, located 10 miles east of Morgantown in Reedsville, West Virginia, is looking for driven, hard-working individuals to assist in our ever-growing business. Dedicated to leading the oil and gas industry in the inspection of drill string elements, downhole tools, casing, and rig handling equipment, ATI Industries has grown into one of the largest inspection companies in the Appalachian Basin. Servicing the greater West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania areas, ATI Industries has stayed committed to providing unsurpassed oilfield services with the highest standard of safety, reliability, and integrity to our employees, our community, and our customers. ATI Industries is located at 343 North Robertstone Way, right here in Reedsville, West Virginia. Come see us today.
Ed B, do you know why I stopped you? Well, your sticker is dead, wires are coming out of your tires, and I heard your brakes squealing from way back yonder. You need to get to the tar ladies, get in alignment, get the brakes put on this thing, get it inspected, and while you're there, you might as well get your oil changed. And if you don't, next time I see you, you're getting a ticket. Barney, put that bullet away.
Rainbow Tire, the tire lady takes care of me.
Couple of teams going into overtime here, Terry, and I think you put it best during the break. They struggled in the transition from the third to the fourth quarter, and nobody scored a lot of points, and nobody really took control going down the stretch.
Well, we'll see what happens here in the overtime. Grafton gets the tip. So Jacobs will set the offense for Grafton. They go down low immediately. They lose the handle.
That's the play I looked for them to run at the end of regulation.
They wanted to get the ball down to Countryman. She loses the handle, so the Knights have their first possession here in the overtime. 4-minute period to end this game. Good job by Spar, but she throws it away, but she was bumped hard and no call. As she tried to take it into the paint, got hit, lost the handle. Now they get it down to Mayer, and Mayer right on the blocks lays it in for the first 2 points of the overtime. Nobody boxed her out. Now Bree will take it to the hole, lays it up, a little scoop shot, no good. Grafton back with another rebound. They
came in there a little fast, got a little wild with that layup.
They have control.
Chesney Manco at the scorer's table.
Another big block by Myers. And all the way to the hole. Good! Carson Signs.
One of the better finishes we've seen to a drive tonight.
That was all set up by Erica Myers' block on the other end. Down deep. Another fight for a block shot. Now Jacobs all the way. Another block by Myers. Off of Jacobs. Myers saving the day for the Knights tonight, as she has been a blocking machine.
She may be setting a record here tonight, Terry. I'm not sure for a single game.
That's at least 7 or 8 blocks tonight.
Hey, Michelle, get it.
All right, they're going to set the point up with Michelle Thomas, move Garlitz down on the wing. Thomas with a little spin move, but she gets blocked by Mayer. And now the other way, Grafton lays it in. Jacobs from Mayer. 34-32. Now a shot by Myers was a little long. And Mayer misses a run out on the other end. I thought that was in. Boy, it was like the earlier shot went down deep in the hole and rattled right back out. Would have gave them a big advantage.
Low barometric pressure here tonight at the Castle.
They get it up on the glass to Signs nails it. Nice turnaround move in the paint by Carson Signs, by a nice pass put in there by Erica.
Huge basket to tie it at the 40-second mark, and now we go inside 30. And Grafton looking to work the perimeter here and try to find a way to enter that ball in.
3 in and out by Grafton. Now we got 17 seconds. Michelle Thomas will set it up with 12, 10, and a timeout. Brian Thomas with 9.9 seconds in the game and a tie ball game.
Yeah, Coach Miller wants that ball probably in Michelle Thomas's hands, but he's going to diagram something for the girls here to try and come out of this with a good look at the basket at the end of the OT and try to take this one away.
Well, I look for them to drive the ball hard to the hole and hope they get a foul or a decent look at the glass. And I would say Michelle Thomas will get that opportunity. But you got to watch for Carson Signs flashing underneath. That's what happened the last basket. She flashed in underneath, got the pass, and made a nice turnaround move to get the ball up there and score it. Tie this ball game up.
Well, first and foremost, the Knights have to concentrate on a clean inbound. They've got to make a good move with the ball here, get it in clean and with not much time here to play around with the ball. Get it in the hands of whoever's going to try to drive it or take the shot.
Garlitz right in front of us will inbounds. She's going to kick it over to Michelle Thomas. Thomas looks back over. Now they get it down to Signs. Signs on the glass, no good, misses it. And another time runs out, and we're going to go to a second overtime.
Oh boy. Another break, and we'll be back right after this for overtime number 2 in the Castle. All tied at 34. Let's see what's coming.
Recent studies have shown that people who complete a cardiac rehabilitation program can increase their life expectancy by up to 5 years. Preston Memorial Hospital's cardiac rehab team helps you begin and maintain a treatment plan that works for you. They offer education and support to make healthy lifestyle changes that fit your needs. We're here to help you live longer and enjoy life. Most insurance plans are accepted. Please contact your doctor or a cardiac rehab center at 304-329-3429.
You like your downtime, right? Smokin' Jack's has 2 locations for fun and great food. Check out Smokin' Jack's in the former Schmidt Saloon, just off the I-68 Pierpont exit. First-class smokehouse food. You like wings? Well, try one of Smokin' Jack's trademark sauces. Or try all of them, and burgers to die for. Smokin' Jack's is all about having fun and a great atmosphere with live music and friendly folks. Smokin' Jack's in Morgantown and Reedsville. Come and see us today. From humble beginnings, Stone Paving has emerged as one of the premier paving companies in the region. Stone Paving has been doing business for nearly 20 years and provides asphalt paving services to residential, commercial, and highway customers. They're pre-qualified with the West Virginia Department of Highways and have a history of meeting the most demanding schedules. Stone Paving has equipment and personnel that can complete any project, and they're committed to providing quality service at a competitive price. When you're planning your next project, call Stone Paving.
The Grafton Bearcats return to the floor, and the Preston Knights getting set to break the huddle here, having game planned what they're going to do with this next 4 minutes in overtime number 2 this evening. When you sat down to watch this one, bet you didn't think you were going to get 5 quarters of action, and that's what it's going to be. When you get 4 more minutes in here, you will have played 5 full quarters or watched 5 full quarters of Preston Knight varsity basketball. And it's been a hard-fought, close contest and very entertaining here in the castle tonight.
Bearcats come down with it. Once again, they get the tip here in the overtime. So they get first possession. They set up on that too high post, trying to get the ball into Myers or big number 34, Countryman. Knights in that 2-3 defense, packing it back, daring them to shoot outside. Jacobs handles the ball, and the Grafton being very, very patient this time. They're going to take time off the clock and get the shot that they're looking for. Into Countryman. She kicks it back out. Nothing there. They're waiting for Meyer to flash. Now Jacobs into Mayer, and she kicks it out. Now a little floater up on the glass, no good. Rebound out of there. Come the Knights. They almost lose the handle on it, but finally get it to Garlitz, and she brings it across the timeline. Now they get it to Michelle Thomas. Trying to work inside to Thomas. Thomas looks over on the other side, finds Signs. Flashing into the paint, scores it. Carson Signs from Michelle Thomas. Now a fight on the floor, Manco, and we get a timeout called by Grafton. Coach Brian Miller thought that the Cats had walked as she was twisting and turning on the floor.
Very close. And I'm not sure that Coach Miller's not right on that one, but he's going to pull his charges to the near side here and tell them to focus on one thing.
Grafton's coach was quick to see what was happening, calls a quick timeout, gets them off the floor with possession. Well, the Knights up in this second overtime, 36-34. Andrew Moore of Grafton pleading with his team down on the far end to stay in control.
Well, he has seen the Lady Bearcats give a great effort here tonight on the road, and he doesn't want to let that slip away. They neither team ever offensively in total control of the match. Nobody ever got down by more than 5 or 6 points. But it's been a real barn burner down the stretch here. And he is trying to get just that last little bit of effort out of his team here. see if he can secure a win on the road for the Bearcats, who have struggled this season.
Jacobs from just inside the arc, no good. Fight for the rebound, and the ball turns to the Knights. Last touch by Bearcat. That was Countryman. So Garlitz will take her time, but now she's going to get some pressure. They work it around, try to get it down to Thomas. Tipped out of bounds away from Thomas by Mayer, who's guarding Thomas closely.
Knights will inbound it on the offensive end with 1:46 to go here and a 2-point lead.
Get it to Garlitz. She's being dogged closely by Jacobs. Now they get it to Myers out front on the other side. Back to Manco. Manco struggling, and a timeout called by Brian Miller with 1:22 here in this overtime period. Only 2 points scored in this overtime, and that was by Carson Sines on a nice give and go play from Michelle Thomas.
And once again, judicious use of the timeout by the Knight bench. They've gotten themselves out of trouble 2 or 3 times here this evening with well played timeouts. And I heard Coach Miller asking the official, I've got one more left. Is that correct, sir?
Both teams hanging in the huddles as long as possible.
Well, you know, at this point now, winding down toward the end of the second overtime, for the players that have put the most minutes in here on either team, a little extra couple of breaths that you get, little bit of time to gather yourself, gather your composure, and get your wind back can make all the difference at the end.
Garlitz will inbounds on the far sidelines for the Knights. They got to get this ball in. They can't afford a turnover right here. They get it into Thomas. Thomas will drive. Almost a walk by Manco. And they get it back out front to Brianna Spar. Manco to Thomas. They get it to Spar. Spar out front. She's going to take some time off. She's looking for Thomas. Now she's double teamed. And a scramble. Mayer comes down with the ball. And a timeout called by Coach Moore.
With 42.5 seconds to go.
Mayer made a nice play to steal that ball, and then she goes down hard on the floor. Coach Moore sees that, quickly calls a timeout to save that possession.
Yeah, because she was about to get tied up, and there was no two ways about it. But she did a good job there shaking that ball loose and getting to it. And so Grafton remains alive here. 36-34, they trail by 2. 42 seconds can be an eternity here. The Knights took a little over a minute off the clock, and now we're down inside the final minute of overtime number 2. And both of these teams reaching for the gold ring.
I really thought this game would come down to free throw shooting, and it hasn't. There's been very few.
They haven't gotten to the line.
Very few fouls
in these overtimes.
In these overtime periods. Pretty clean defense all the way around.
And to the officials' credit, they're letting them play a little.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of pushing going on.
But it's been both ways.
Yep.
Good, hard-fought contest.
42 seconds, here we go. Second overtime. Can the Bearcats tie it up and send it to a third?
Or will they even attempt maybe a perimeter shot?
To get it out front to Jacobs.
Clock turning inside 30 now, and a whistle.
They get a call and a foul against Carson Signs on the floor. That's her second.
Just the fourth team foul for Preston.
I get it into Countryman. Down on the low blocks, and a rebound comes out of there. Mayer had an open look, misses the shot. Now Grafton's going to be forced to foul. They get it to Thomas. And a foul out front. They're going to call a push. I thought they got the ball out of the hands of before that foul came, but they called it with 11 seconds, which is going to put Michelle Thomas back to the line and a chance to ice this game.
Got the first one. That's the big one. That makes it a 3-point contest. Now she can put a little ice on top.
Makes both. Big free throws in the overtime for Michelle Thomas. That's going to allow Coach Brian Thomas to take a timeout, get a breather, and he's going to sit over here and say, girls, let them drive it to the hole. Do not foul.
Let them score any way they want to, but just don't let them get to the line.
And do not foul.
Do not foul.
2-possession game right now for the Knights in this second overtime. Kind of feel bad for Meredith Mayer. She had a wide open shot on the baseline just before that. Normally she drills that for Grafton, but just came up short on the rim. And a big rebound by the Knights allowed them to hold on to this game, Steve.
Well, and it's what they did with the ball after that rebound that counted. They were facing quick pressure by the Bearcats, and they did not get flustered. They didn't panic. They didn't turn the ball over. They worked it up court, got the contact and the foul earlier than they thought they were going to, and then they get to the line and get those all-important free throws to make it a 38-34 contest.
Now, Coach has a couple fouls to give here if he wants to. But I think he'll just put token pressure on, let him drive it, but he does get a call. Tori Garlitz reaches in, still has a foul to give with 7 seconds left.
Yeah, that gets it down to 7.5, and they've got to inbound it again, and that's where mistakes can be created.
Long three on the rim, no good. Rebound by Signs, and that's going to end the game. Hard-fought contest from both of these teams. What a game we've watched here in the Castle tonight, Steve.
We have. It's been fun. I know we don't get to every one of these games for the girls here, but we're glad we got to this one because we brought you a Castle Classic tonight, double overtime, hard-fought 38-34 victory for the Preston Knights here, and they earned it the hard way. They really had to work. They struggled at times to score the ball, but they persevered. They hung together as a team, did a very, very good job down the stretch, taking care of the ball, got to the line all too infrequently, really, both these teams, and got those all-important free throws to ice the game 38-34. here in Kingwood tonight. Terry, any final thoughts on outstanding performances?
Well, a great job once again by all the night ladies. Carson Sines really did a yeoman's job in the overtime with 6 points, and Michelle Thomas, just those last 2 free throws were crucial to win this ball game for them.
And how many blocks did Erica Myers end up with? I have no idea.
I had 8, and that was unofficial. So it was a great job by Erica Myers. She saved so many points tonight in the paint for the Knights, the Lady Knights. She alone kept them in the ball game.
Well, for Preston, back to their winning ways, and hopefully that can continue as we go forward here. Going down the stretch of the near midway through the girls' season. For Grafton, the Bearcats fall to 3-9 with the loss tonight. So they're struggling a little bit, but they are a scrappy and talented team. We wish them well as they go out of here. And for Preston, coming up next, they'll have a contest in less than 24 hours with John Marshall. So they've got that to look forward to. We've got boys basketball coming up on, I believe, the 24th back in the castle. And from now till then, big storm rolling in, so everybody be safe out there. Take care, and we'll see you when we see you around the castle and on the air here on Hometown TV. For Terry Cochran, for Denise Blake, our camera operator and executive producer tonight, I'm Steve Blake. We thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Good night.